Itchy nose. Hey everybody, welcome back to another Team Ginge tutorial. Today we're going to be showing you how to make bruises. The most important thing about doing bruising is knowing what a bruise is, which is really you've just broken the capillaries and everything under your skin, rather the veins and stuff, so you're actually bleeding under your skin. So that's why when you get hit, sometimes as the bruise ages, you'll see it sort of sink down. So gravity is actually pulling all that blood under your skin down. So that's really important to making it look convincing. If you get a black eye, it's not all going to be up here. It's all going to be down and under here. So for today, to sort of show this off, we're going to do a broken nose. So if you bop your nose, there's not going to be any blood up top here. It's all going to be in under your eyes. So we're going to do that today. We're going to do it with nice basic products. Mostly lipsticks, so they're really nice and easy to find at the dollar store, so you don't have to go buy a specialty bruising palette to make this look. Hope you enjoy.
Alright, so what you're going to want for this guy is really just some different colored lipsticks. Green and yellows if you want to do an older looking bruise, something in maybe a purple, and a few different shades of red like this guy. If you want to get all sorts of real fancy, you can get one of these funnel color palettes. This one is specifically for bruise coloring, or even if you just want to sort of reference something like that to know what kind of colors you should pick out of your lipsticks. Or if you want to get ultra double super and crazy fancy, you can use alcohol paints. These guys are kind of like watercolors, except you activate them with 99% alcohol. Don't use these on your face because the fumes will do awful things. And the last thing that you might kind of need are your tools, which for one, you want to start with some kind of brushes that have a bit of a rounded edge to them. I just find that they don't give those sharp edges that don't look very natural. And the last and weirdest thing you're going to need is a fish filter. So this is a filter for a fish tank. You can get specialty sponges for makeup that look like this, but it's way cheaper to buy this stuff. So it's literally just a filter that you get that in any pet store. I think there was 2 of these and it was like $5. So this is definitely the way to go because you only need a little bit at a time. As you can see, I have cut bits off these. Alright, so we're gonna start with a little bit of green. So because we're doing kind of a broken nose kind of look here, when you break your nose, it doesn't bruise all here. It bruises all in and under. You get a little bit of color on your nose, but not a whole ton. So we're just going to start with a little bit of green because we're going to make it look a little bit older. And so this is going to be the farthest reaches, because the further out the blood goes, the more dead it is. And now we're going to take a darker kind of purpley red, and you want to get it in the very sort of sunken areas, like, you know, when you have bags under your eyes, that's where you want it. So once you get a good base of sort of that really dark purple, you want to go in with a brighter red. So this is going to be kind of the brighter red around the edges. Now, to make your nose look like it's been broken, it's going to be swollen. So you want to make sure you sort of make like a little circle of that color around your nose. And the more crooked, the better. Now, using this little guy here, as you can see, is really uneven, and this is what's going to make it look like you've got all those broken capillaries, which is normally a thing that we would want to cover up, but in this case, that's what we want to make. Try not to poke yourself in the eye. Not a pleasurable experience. Now you are going to get a little bit of bruising up into here, just a tiny bit. And you are going to have a little bit over your nose, but you want to make sure that you do it real lightly. And for that, you might even want to, let's fix that. In the middle of your nose, you want it to be red, but more like a sunburn kind of red. You can put a little bit more in kind of the crease of your eyeball, because again, anyway, just think of wherever any blood is going to pool is where you kind of want it to be the darkest. And then you can kind of go back in and just sort of detail with some of the darker stuff. But remember, it is not meant to be symmetrical. So looking like it's kind of all over the place is what you want. Now, I personally am a super perfectionist on stuff like this, so I have a tendency to make everything really muddy because I go back in there way too much. So you want to do kind of one layer in each color and be done with it. Now also, the sort of shinier this looks, the better. So if you do have something like a glycerin or anything like that, you can go in and sort of dab that on, because that really shiny look is kind of what you're going for, because that sort of, the tighter your skin gets, the sort of shinier it looks. So you just want to make sure that you really get that sort of fresh puffiness going on there. You want to make it look real deep in here, but you want this top part of your nose to look really big. So if you have anything that's like a shiny highlighter or anything like that, just sort of dab that on as you go. So really that's kind of it. Really quick and easy, makes a really cool effect. Obviously if you look up reference photos, you're going to be able to get it more complete, but sometimes just be careful because some of them are really graphic. You want to be careful. I spent a lot of times looking in medical books to sort of figure out how bruising really works, which is always a not so good time. So yeah, best of luck. Hope you all enjoyed that video, and we look forward to seeing all the cool stuff that you make with it. So please feel free to share it with us on Facebook, Team Ginge Cosplay Creations on Facebook, and on Instagram, the same, at Team Ginge Cosplay Creations. We look forward to seeing all the cool stuff that you make with this tutorial, and we hope to see you guys at Fan Expo in Vancouver. So we're really stoked about it. It's our first con as a sort of cosplay crew. At least 3 of the 4 of us are going. We're trying to get Taryn to come along, but we'll see. Yeah, we look super forward to seeing you there, and hopefully you enjoyed this. And remember, check us out on Facebook and Instagram. Cheers!